morning, boys. You might be able to guess the hymn we're about to sing, because if you've been paying attention the last few weeks, you know that Mr. D has this habit of always just going on Monday to the same hymn that we sang on Friday. So you're probably thinking, of course, Mr. D is going to say, let's sing hymn 100. Joyful, joyful, we adore thee. No, we are not going to sing that one. If it were up to me this morning, I would say we should sing hymn 136, and that is, This Little Light of Mine, I'm Gonna Let It Shine. And the reason I would pick 136 for today is because of Friday's headmaster, Eddie Rodriguez. Because you may remember earlier in the year when we had the gospel choir come, how much Eddie shone on stage. Right? He did so beautifully then, and he did so beautifully on Friday as our headmaster. It's a shame that the reins had to be turned back over to Mr. Johnson, but so it goes. I hope you're well. I hope you had a good weekend. And I think you're probably thinking to yourself right now, caption contest, who won? I don't know who won. You're going to decide who won, because later today I will send a few of the entries to you in a Google form. You get to choose the best one, and I shall tell you tomorrow who won the caption contest. All right? Now I tell you about another contest or another project. And this one has to do with Churchill. You may recall that last week I gave you a question of the day involving Churchill, and I took out some of the words of one of his most famous speeches in 1940, and I said, can you fill in the words? So let me take you back to that question of the day. This is in May of 1940. The Nazis are going on their conquering spree, and Churchill gets up in front of the House of Commons, and this is what he says. I would say to the House, as I said to those who have joined this government, I have nothing to offer but blood, toil, tears, and sweat. We have before us an ordeal of the most grievous kind. We have before us many, many long months of struggle and suffering. You ask, what is our policy? I will say, it is to wage war by sea, land, and air, with all our might and with all the strength that God can give us, to wage war against a monstrous tyranny, never surpassed in the dark and lamentable catalogue of human crime. That is our policy. You ask, what is our aim? I can answer in one word: victory. Victory at all costs. Victory in spite of all terror. Victory, however long and hard the road may be. For without victory, there is no survival. Now Churchill's back, and I'll tell you why. Because a sharp-eyed parent spotted something that I think you'll find really interesting. There is a contest in honor of Churchill, and it's simply called the Inspire Like Churchill competition. And this year, it is about, surprise, the coronavirus. And here's the statement from the Churchill Society. The coronavirus threatens the entire world in terms of global impact and upsetting the daily rhythms of our lives. The closest historical analogy is the Second World War. It is therefore no surprise that at this time of uncertainty and anxiety, many people are looking to the inspiring wartime leadership of Winston Churchill to find solace, determination, and hope. So this is what this society is offering. You write a short piece, or you put a short video together in the spirit of honoring the people who are trying to defeat the virus All right, the sort of thing that Churchill might have said. And if your piece is judged the best, you get to donate $10,000 to the charity of your choice, and you get a trip to London. That's pretty great, isn't it? So what I'm going to say is this. By all means, enter this competition, lads, and we can also do it here at St. Bernard's. So over the course of this week, if you write something that you think is excellent, or you can put together a short video that you think is excellent, send it to me by this Sunday at 6 o'clock, and, well, I will take it into consideration. And then I will announce the one that I think is the best next week. I know you have questions. Read the information on the website that I'm going to send you, or write me, and we can talk more about this, but that's enough for now. All right? Last order of business before we get off to our studies. We had a birthday in the middle school on Saturday. It belonged to a 6th grader, Charlie Round. Happy birthday, or happy belated birthday, Charlie. All right. You know what I'm about to say. To work.